My name is not important, but just a few moments ago I was thrown out of an airplane overhead and left here to fend for myself. Me versus the wild, to see who will be the true survivor. However desperate or impossible you think that my situation is, I assure you I am not alone, because I have brought the two essential items for survival. The first item, a roll of tape. The second item, a stapler. With these two essential tools to survival, I assure you that I will come out on top.
Okay, the first thing I need to do before I do anything is to find shelter. Shelter, well, let's compare it to the modern day. When you do anything, do you do anything without a house? No.
I have found something beautiful. I have found nature's apartment complex. The tree holds many branches and many things. Alright, well, I have found a room that suits me. A very sturdy branch right here. I found a great place for my supplies. I could probably hang animal or something right on that branch right there. And later, if I want to expand. This certainly is the kitchen, room and board of a survivor. So since I found a suitable place to stay, I think that I will now shimmy down to the forest floor and see if I can find some food, or better yet, man's best friend, tools. Got my stapler and my tape. Alright, well, since I got my stapler and my tape this time, I set off to find a good area for supplies, food, and ultimately a good collective place for me to stay while not in the tree, preferably closer to the ground. And little did I know that I would strike it rich. Look, a fertile valley. Tool Shop 101. This is what we do. You find the fatter end right here, and this is where you're going to hold it if you want it to be a sword or a spear or even a javelin. You hold it at the big end. Now, the pointy end right here, or the short end, you will sharpen into a point, so that if it is a sword or a spear or a javelin, it can do some good damage. Now, I didn't pack a knife, because knives are kind of cheap. That's my philosophy. You can make anything with a knife. So, looks like we're using the stapler. Okay, well, after a time, I managed to whittle my once long spear down to a club of sorts, because it occurred to me, what is in this area but squirrels and deer? So, the best way to take one of these out is just a good on the head. Alright, now it's just a waiting game. Camouflaged. Oh, I heard an animal. Well, since the animals wouldn't come to me, I'm gonna bring the fight to them. With this. Since the little mishap with the javelin, this is all I got now. I don't have time to fashion another one. As you can see, the sun is in the southern quadrant, so that would make it 5 o'clock. So that's in the afternoon. So darkness is going to set in just a matter of hours. I have little time to find what roams in the day. That tree is a prime hiding place for a squirrel. There, I got him.
Well, here I am, right in front of you, without a squirrel. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. I, of course, hit the squirrel due to my excellent marksmanship right between the eyes. I felled it, and I went to the place where it hit the brush, and it was gone. It was obvious that some other animal took advantage of my skill and had itself some dinner in my place.
Night is setting in very fast, and cold is setting in even faster. What am I to do against these two fronts of two enemies? Fire. Fire will destroy all of the fronts. Alright, well, fire turned out to be a lot more difficult than I originally hoped. Alright, well, here I am, back at my home base and my home refuge. Everything is back where it belongs, and I am back where I belong. Bandage made it a little bit difficult, kind of lost a little bit of my depth perception, and the winds made it a little bit harder, but I think it's going to be a fine night. It's a lot more comfortable than I hoped. I don't envy you. You should envy me.